Good morning class. Today we will begin chapter number 2, Nutrition in Animals. The term nutrition means taking and utilizing the nutrients in an organism's body. So, nutrition in animals has certain steps. So, today we will begin with the steps of nutrition. Steps of nutrition. There are 5 steps: ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, digestion. So these are the 5 basic steps of nutrition which takes place in the body of an organism. So we will take separately each one of them. Ingestion. Ingestion means when the food is just taken in. Suppose I am eating food, so that is my ingestion. I have taken the food in the mouth, so that activity will be termed as ingestion when I take it in the mouth and swallow it. So it will be my ingestion. Similarly, in different organisms, the ingestion takes place in different ways. Second, digestion. Digestion means the complex nutrients are being simplified or broken down into their simpler forms. So that is known as digestion. Just see carbohydrates. Carbohydrates. They will be broken down into simple sugars by the process of digestion. Digestion takes place by the help of certain juices. Then proteins. Proteins are broken down into amino acids. And fats. Fats are broken down into fatty acids plus glycerol. Fine. So, the complex substances are broken down into their simple forms. This process is called digestion. Then absorption. When these nutrients, these complex nutrients are broken down into simpler forms, they are being absorbed by the cells of body. Just like when you put a sponge into water, after some time it absorbs the water. Similarly, your cells also, they absorb the nutrients which are present in simple form. Then next term is assimilation. There is a thin line difference between absorption and assimilation. So please don't get confused. Listen it carefully. Assimilation means when the body uses up those nutrients. When the body uses up those nutrients. Suppose your father has given you 100 rupee to spend. So that is absorption. You absorb 100 rupee. You absorbed 100 rupee from your father. But now when you will go to shop and purchase something, that is the utilization. So assimilation means when the cells are utilizing those nutrients in the repair of the body, in growth of the body, then it will be termed as assimilation. Then last one is digestion. When all the absorption, assimilation, used up part is done, some waste products are also left. So the production of these waste products is known as digestion. Fine. So these are the 5 steps of nutrition only. Now one by one we will understand the nutrition in various animals. So let us begin from the simple one, amoeba. It has only single cell. These finger-like projections are known as pseudopodia. Pseudo means false and podia means legs. That means they appear like false legs. So these pseudopodia are there. Amoeba is marine animal. It lives in water. It is an aquatic animal. So this food particle is coming near to amoeba. Then the amoeba will form a food cup with the help of these pseudopodia. In this food cup, amoeba will trap the food particle. The food particle. Fine. Now, after this, it will be taken in the food vacuole. Food vacuole of amoeba is just like our stomach. It contains digestive enzymes and the digestive enzymes are secreted on the food particle and the digestion is done. Okay, and after the digestion, assimilation will be there, and after assimilation, digestion will be there. Fine. So, next is Hydra. There is an interesting story about the name Hydra. In Greek mythology, Hydra is a monster with many arms. So similarly, the name is given to this animal, this multicellular animal, due to the tentacles present on the body. These are the tentacles which contain the stinging cells. Stinging cells means as soon as the prey comes, this is the prey. Okay. When the prey comes near to Hydra, Hydra traps it into the tentacles, and then with the help of these stinging cells, they contain a needle-like structure. They puncture the food, okay, and they inject the food. Hydra injects a certain chemical substance in that food, by which the small animal becomes unconscious and it is engulfed like this into the body cavity of Hydra. In the body cavity of Hydra, certain cells are present. These cells are responsible for digestion of food in Hydra. Fine. Frog has a tongue in this structure, bifid tongue. That means it has, see, two edges. As soon as the insect comes near, it contains, the tongue is sticky in nature because mucilage or mucus basically, mucus term we use for animals. Mucus is present on the tongue, by the means of which the insect is stuck on the tongue, and the tongue is then rolled inside and the insect is engulfed. Fine. Now Paramecium. The shape is just like a slipper. That's why it is known as a slipper animal. So it has cilia on the body. It has cilia. Many bristle-like structures you can see cilia on the body. So they show a synchronized movement. Synchronized means ek saath. They'll move upward together. They'll move downward together. So as soon as the food comes in contact, the cilia, they push the food like this. They transfer it to other cilia. So similarly, here oral groove is present, just like mouth, and the food is being ingested by this oral groove. At last, we will discuss about spider. In the spider, it fabricates a net around. Okay, so as soon as any small insect comes, the net is sticky in nature. So the insect gets stuck to it. Now this spider, it throws certain digestive juices on the insect, due to which the insect body, it gets converted, it gets decayed and converted into a semi-solid form. Now the nutrients are being absorbed by the spider with the help of its mouth parts. Hope you have understood all the concepts. Bye bye class.